The world of growing knowledge. Man is the only animal who can pass on the knowledge gained by him to his next generation. In Vedic times, texts were rhymed. Students at the Gurukuls chanted them every day till they were memorized. Thus, learning passed on from generation to generation. As the art of writing developed, texts began to be recorded on barks of trees, commonly known as Bhojpatra. Man had learned to draw pictures much before he learned to use words for expressing his thoughts. Earlier, writings were pictographic. Pictographic means they used to express their thoughts with the help of pictures. Okay. Ideas and objects were conveyed through drawings. Pictographic writing was easy to read but difficult to write. The alphabets based on sound came much later. Counting system and numerals also have a long story. Some scripts like the Chinese and the Japanese are still pictographic. Okay, these Chinese and Japanese scripts are pictographic scripts. Okay, in English we can express anything using just 26 alphabets. An English typewriter has around 40 keys, but one has to know 10,000 or even more pictorial symbols to understand even an ordinary Chinese book. People of the Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization is oldest civilization. Okay. Used this Indus Valley people of Indus Valley civilization used some script which can be seen on seals obtained from the sites of excavation, but we have not been able to decipher that script so far. Long before Devanagari script, this Devanagari script is the script of Hindi language. Is the script of Hindi language. We write Ka Kha Ga Na. This is the way we write Hindi alphabets, and that script is known as Devanagari script. There was the Brahmi script. Asoka edicts on pillars are in Brahmi script. Okay. Devanagari script is phonetics. Okay, it is based on sound. Okay. The alphabet Sa stands for just one sound. In English, S may stand for SS as in sugar, or just S as in simple. Some scripts like Urdu, Arabic and Persian are written from right to left. Hindi and English are written from left to right. Regional languages of India have their own scripts, okay, like Assamese, Bengali, okay. And in South they have different scripts. From pictorial writing to alphabets and words, it has been a very long journey. The caveman, means the people who lived in caves, had very little things, so he hardly needed any counting system. Primitive societies had different counting system. Some counted in pairs, some in multiples of 4, while some others counted in multiples of 5. We are familiar with Roman numerals. We can write 18 using just two symbols, but shall need 5 symbols to express the same in the Roman system. How we'll write 18 in Roman system? First we have to write X, then V, then we have to write I 3 times. No, the world has now accepted a common system of counting and numerals. In the place value system, numerals have different values depending on their place. This is the internationally accepted system. Thus, in 234, 2 stands for 200, 3 stands for 30, while 4 stands for just 4. Okay. So this is internationally accepted system. It is now accepted that the present system of writing numbers using numerals 1 to 9 and 0 is a contribution of ancient Indian mathematics. The name associated with the system is that of mathematician Aryabhat. Okay, but the shapes of numerals has been changing from time to time and place to place. The Arabs came to know about the place value system from India. They called in Arabic the digits as hindes. Hindes, that is, they have taken from India, adopted from India. Hindes, Hinds means Hindustan. Okay. So they called the digits as Hindes. The Europeans learned the system from the Arabs. So the Europeans gave them the name Arabic numerals. Internationally, we use digits like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 0 to write all the numerals. Clear? Texts written on barks of trees could not be preserved. Moreover, they could be used only by a very small number of persons. People had to travel long distances to read what was written in a book which did not have a second copy. Things became easier with the invention of the printing press. John Gutenberg of Germany printed the first Bible, but the printing was done on Sipsnik. Okay, the Gutenberg press used alphabet cast in lead. They were assembled in frames to form words and then sentences. A full frame was used for each page. Ink was applied over the lead alphabets. The frames was then gently pressed over a smooth surface that made the printed page. The present-day books and newspapers do not use the lead alphabets anymore. Full-page negatives are made of computer-type scripts, and any number of copies can be printed from these negatives. It is possible to print a few hundred books within a matter of hours. Okay, in newspaper offices, even holding and counting of copies printed is done with the help of machines at a very fast rate. These machines are used as rotaries, as they use rotating cylinders or rotating cylinders on which matter is placed for printing. Paper is used. Paper is said to have originated in China in about AD 405. Okay, it reached Central Asia by 751 and Baghdad by 793, and by the 14th century there were many paper mills in Europe. The demand for paper grew with increasing use of printing press. Various other materials came to be used for making paper. Wood pulp is one material which is being used for making paper. It is no longer just sheets. Paper is now available in rolls. Newspapers are printed on papers that comes in rolls of huge sizes. Reading the printed matter was impossible for the blind till Louis Braille developed a special script. He was a saddle maker's son. Saddle is one type of leather seat which is used on back of horse. Okay, for riding purpose. He experienced that whenever a pincher was put through leather, a small uprising dots came up at the reversed end. This gave him an idea. Combination of raised dots on thick paper could stand for alphabets that the blind could feel. Today, Braille books are available on a number of subjects. We have PhDs, authors, the teachers who are blind but have been able to pursue higher study through Braille books. The literacy rate in India is still far from 100%. Workers and artisans who cannot read and write cannot progress beyond a certain point. They are in no position to acquire fresh learning in their trade. So they remain at semi-skilled levels at their lives. The unskilled and illiterate are still worse placed. They find work only for a part of the year, and that too at low wages. If we want to remove poverty, we must make our people literate within a time frame. Literacy is coming in the way of spread of knowledge. The sooner we get over this social curse, the better would be for our people, especially those who are poor. So we all are responsible to remove our social curse with the help of education. We should aware people in our village, in our locality, to send their children to school and pursue education. Okay, and education is the only way through which we can develop, through which we can progress. Okay, so we all should work to uplift our society, to make people educated. Okay, so I hope you all will work in this field also. You will make your locality people aware to send their children to school, to pursue higher education, and you all will study well and do good in your life, will become a good citizen of India. So this is all about this chapter, that is chapter number 13. Okay, thank you.